Hi guys, happy hashtag Truth Thursday. I'm just making up stuff at this point. Anyway, I know it may be an odd time for me to go live, but I figured trying something a little different going on at a time where people might not so much be on right now, but might be on later, I hope. So for those that are jumping on, please say hi, where you're coming in from. Hi, D. And if you could, since I'm not connected to everyone, I highly encourage you to share this into your private team groups or private team pages because, again, there's a 5,000 limit cap on Facebook. So to invite those people onto this, you can simply just share this training, share this video into those groups. So again, if you're coming on, like or love the video, say hi and where you're coming in from. Hi, Jen. Hope from Gainesville. Great to see you on here. Andrea, good to see you. So I'm seeing some familiar faces come on. So definitely say hi and where you're coming in from. And Jose, what's up? And again, if you can, I always like as many people as possible getting this, getting this content in front of them. Hi, Christine. I highly suggest to share this in any team group that you have because obviously this is going to be good for everyone. What's up, Vin, my brother? So today what I'm going to talk about, and these are 6 basic, simple, and very easy things to do. Andrew, what's up, my brother? To apply to social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram right now to start generating new leads. So again, like or love the video. Thank you, Doug. Please share this content into your team pages, private Isagenix or network marketing business groups, so everyone can learn at the same time. And if you guys are ready to get started, please type Y or yes in the chat box before I begin with Facebook. And I always start with Facebook because I'm not going, thank you, Jose, I'm not going from least important to most important. We're on Facebook, so I figured, why not start there? So Andrew is ready. Okay, so people are ready to do this. So here are 6 ways to generate new leads on Facebook. Okay, so number 1, great, thank you, Lisa. Number 1, you need to add 10 new people a day. Now, I know that seems maybe tedious or a little bit difficult. Healthy Camp Girl, how are you? So number 1 is you want to friend request 10 new people a day. But there's a methodology to this. You don't want to friend request just anyone. You want to friend request people that you went to college with, you went to high school with, that live in your hometown, or that you have multiple mutual friends in relation to that are not in your network marketing opportunity. Because the key is that you want to get as many people in as possible into your network that are not related to your business. Hi, Renee. Thanks for joining. So again, if you're just popping on, say hi and where you're coming in from. Share this into any private team group that you have. This is great for new and old network marketers to learn some new things. So you do want to be friend requesting 10 new people a day. Now, I will tell you at the end of every week, you should cancel those requests if people don't accept them, but they should be non-network marketing related people. So college, high school, anywhere that you've grown up or lived, your gym, whatever it is, you want to start requesting those people. So what that also means is, what's up, Kyle? What up, my brother? That also means that you should go back and start defriending people that are already in Isagenix that are not directly related to your team. And you can just follow them because you can still like and comment on their stuff. The mistake that I made, that I see a lot of everyone making, is that you're so desperate to get the numbers on Facebook to 5,000 that you will accept anyone and everyone. And we're not wanting to accept anyone and everyone because we can only network with certain people. It doesn't do our businesses any good if our networks, if our friends are full of people that are already in our opportunity, because we can't enroll them. We can't prospect them. So if that all makes sense, please type Y or yes in the chat box. So send 10 new requests every day, cancel them by the end of the week if they don't accept it, and start defriending people that are already in your opportunity that are not on your team, because we should support each other in the beginning for some of our posts. But you want a network full of people not related to your opportunity because it allows you to build that much more. What's up, Greg? Hi, Pam. Good to see you on here. Jose says, yes, that makes sense. All right, I just want to, Kyle says yes. Doug says yes. So do your best to send those new, because a new connection, a new friend request accepted is a new person that you become friends with. What's up, Paul, my brother? So it's all based around the same thing, is creating awareness and attention on what you're doing. And the only way that you can do that is bringing new people in. So number one is send out 10 new requests a day to people on LinkedIn. So if you're ready for number two, please type a number one in the chat box if you're ready for the second thing, because this is actually, I feel, the most important thing. And again, if you guys are just popping on, please like or love the video and share this into any team groups that you have so people can obviously learn along with us. That is the point. We all want to grow together. So number one, Kyle says number one, he's ready. So again, Lisa says one. So this is honestly, in my opinion, the most important thing, that if anyone's on Facebook, this is what you have to focus on. Now, this is going to tie into starting to clear out a lot of your connections that are non-Isagenix related. And you can pick and choose. Like, honestly, if there's influencers that you're following, within Isagenix or whatever network marketing opportunity you're in, follow them. But you don't want to fill your feed up and fill your friends list up with just people in your opportunity. Hi, Laura. Good to see you on here. So the second one is start liking and commenting on non-Isagenix or non-network marketing related content. Now, this goes for two different ways. Number one, this goes for people that are on your team. It's really easy to support the before and afters because those are the things that we're told to do. But if you notice, the only people that are liking and commenting on that are the people on your teams. But if you start supporting your team's non-related Isagenix content, their food pictures, their life pictures, their inspiration pictures, that will draw more attention because that's more relatable to why people are on Facebook as opposed to a before and after. So if that makes sense, please type Y or yes in the comment section below. Start liking and commenting on non-Isagenix, non-network marketing content to draw more attention to you and your team's posts. Because there's a second part to this that I'm going to go over in a second, because it's really important to up all of this. Kyle says yes. Lisa says yes. Good. I mean, it's important. And again, if you haven't done so, share this into your private team groups. Share this with those that you know could benefit from this. What's up, Steve? Laura says yes. Doug says yes. Okay, great. So the second part of this is this. So all of this works, synergistically together. So if you start sending 10 new requests to people that are not in your network marketing opportunity, you start defriending people that are, because you can't prospect them anyway. And you keep your team there on your Facebook friends list. You're liking and commenting on their non-Isagenix stuff. It's going to draw attention to the new people that are coming into the network that you've been requesting. So now there's getting more engagement. So it's going to allow you to then have more visibility, engagement, but also attention on what you're doing. Now, this goes for your new connections as well. So if you're bringing new people into your network, you need to support those people. Support what you want to support. If it's anything controversial or negative, obviously you don't want to support it. But if you become friends with people on Facebook, like their kid pictures, like their food pictures, like the stuff that's going on in their life, because when you scratch their back, they will scratch yours. It's common Facebook practice. That's how it works. So these two both go together. So if that all makes sense, please type a Y or a yes in the chat box, just so I make sure that everybody is with me that's on here. And please, guys, again, like or love the video, share this content with your private team groups, network marketing, whatever you guys are doing, so people can really learn how to do this. So Kyle says yes. Good. I'm just making sure everybody is here. Lisa says yes. Laura says yes. Great. This is key. Now, we're going to move on to Instagram. So we did Facebook first. Now we're going to do Instagram. So how to generate instant leads and instant connections on Instagram. There are two ways, that I have found success with this, and they're both related around hashtags. And for those that don't know what hashtags are or what they do, it's searchable keywords that you can put into a post or a comment section, because there are people that follow certain hashtags, and there are also people that actually search for certain hashtags to look at relatable and familiar content. So the first thing that you want to do on Instagram is, number one, search for widely used hashtags. Now, let me show you what that means. So when you go on to Instagram, okay, when you go on to Instagram, you can actually hit the search button. Okay, so I hit the search button right here, and it's going to show you everything that is trending, videos. So if I hit the search button, and I'm going to go right here, it's going to tell you what's trending. Top, people, tags. Now I'm going to select tags, and these are some of the tags that I have used. And it's going to show you how many posts are related to those specific tags. So you can see fitness is one of my tags, 290 million. These are all the trending ones: dogs, coaching, fitness, inspirational quotes. So what you want to do is you want to see what's trending, and you then want to search for those hashtags. But more importantly, you want to use those hashtags when you're posting on Instagram. So if that makes sense, please type a Y or a yes in the chat box. So search for widely used, engaged hashtags so you know which hashtags to use in your content. Y or yes in the chat box if that all makes sense. Just want to make sure everybody is with me. And also, if you are ready for tip number 2, type a number 1 in the chat box. And obviously, we can get on to tip number 2, because this is also very, very important. So, tip number 2 on Instagram. Obviously, it also has to do with hashtags, because Instagram is very hashtag heavy, so to speak. So Lisa's ready. So I'm assuming everybody else is as well. So on Instagram, number 2, if you're not doing an Instagram story, start. And you want to do an Instagram story with hashtags, because people actually will search your story via your hashtag. Now, let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to pull up my story from today. Now, if I'm going back, so here was a part of my story from yesterday, and this was a picture of some of my mom's flowers. And you can see that it was 116 people have actually seen that. So I can actually click on that and I can actually see who is actually looking at this. It can show you the impressions of those people. So here it is. So I can click on that and it shows me the specific people that are actually looking at my Instagram story. So I can actually send them a message if I wanted to and say, thank you so much for liking my story. But you can see another hashtag that I used. This was this morning's, this was actually last night, hashtag truth. Because people can then go, like if you're looking at someone else's story, so I'm going to pull up someone else's story that used a hashtag. Here we go. So my friend Pete did Fit for Life. So I'm going to click on the hashtag Fit for Life, and it's going to say see hashtag. So I'm going to click on the hashtag, and what that's going to do, it's going to give me a bunch of posts that are all related to that hashtag. So you want to, again, when you're doing your Instagram story, use searchable hashtag content so people can find what you're doing. So just welcome Krista, Sharon, and Jen. If that all makes sense, please type a Y or a yes in the chat box. I just want to make sure everyone is clear to grow your leads on Instagram very, very quickly. Search for widely used hashtags and use them in your posts. And in your Instagram story at some point during your day, use one of those widely used hashtags in there so people can also search and connect with you that way. So Kyle says yes. Lisa says yes. Jose says yes. Good, just making sure that everyone is clear. How many hashtags should you use? Great question. So the way that I do it, Kyle, I do 10 hashtags in the body of my post, and I do 10 hashtags in the comment section. So I will actually comment 10 hashtags because people search that as well. So you want to do 10 in the body of your message, and then you want to do 10 in the comment section. Hi, Lucy. Good to see you on here. So Kyle and everybody else, if that makes sense. So 10 in the body of your content, 10 in the comment section. That will get you some better engagement on Instagram. So Y or yes in the chat box just to make sure everybody is with me. And also, if you're ready for the final part, type a number 1 in the chat box if you are ready for your 2 LinkedIn tips on how to generate leads and conversations right away. Lisa says yes. Laura, yes. Doug, yes. Just making sure everybody's with me. And Lisa says, Laura, Lisa, Kyle, 1. Okay, so everybody's ready. So here's what we need to do. The 2 ways that are most easy to generate new leads and new people connecting with you on LinkedIn. Number 1 is something very easy and very apparent. You want to send new connections every day. The one thing that I do love about LinkedIn is that you don't get in trouble for sending a ton of connections every day like you would Facebook. Facebook only allows you to send a certain amount, and then they think you're spamming people. The reason why LinkedIn was created is to connect people on a professional platform to network. So they want you to send a lot of connections. Now, some people might send 15 to 25, 50, 100 a day, but every new connection that you have accepted is a new lead, but obviously you need to know what to do with that lead, but this is the easiest way to generate those new leads every single day. So if that makes sense, Y or yes in the chat box before I get into maybe a little bit more of a specific point of how to use LinkedIn that a lot of people might have not understood or knew why, because a lot of these social media platforms are now adopting a lot of what they're doing. I've been doing that since you first mentioned it. 10 times 10 hashtags engagement is on the rise, and Jose is talking about on Instagram So thank you for that, brother. It's absolutely a game changer how much more engagement you get when you do that. Yep, got put in jail for too many messages on Facebook, as did I. Very often I did that. Yeah, you can't. It's funny. We're spending time on these platforms where we can get put in jail, and then there's this amazing platform, like LinkedIn, where they want you to network, they want you to connect, they want you to build. So the second thing that not many people might know is use hashtags in your posts and post content above your picture. So with this, just like Instagram, you want to use about 10 hashtags in the content of what you're posting on LinkedIn. So whether it's an inspiration or whatever you're posting about, you want to have some content above the picture that you're posting with about 10 hashtags that relate to the content of what you're talking about. But also, you want to combine that. You want to make sure there's content above the picture, because here's a stat, businessjournal.com stated that if you make a post on LinkedIn that has content above it along with the picture, it traditionally gets 200% more engagement. I'll say that again, 200% more engagement. That's why it's so important to use. So you want to have content above, and obviously you also want to have hashtags involved. So if that all makes sense, please type Y or yes in the chat box. Again, like or love the video, share this into your team groups. You can either do it now or later. This is obviously great information for people to learn because, listen, I think everyone has things that work for them. I think everyone has ways and methodologies, but what you guys have to understand, without leads, there is no business. And Andrew said LinkedIn is amazing. I have professional business conversations, makes prospecting easier. And if you guys are not on LinkedIn, they always say you're missing the boat. And I used to not say that. You're absolutely missing the boat at this point. There are so many people jumping on there, having massive results. Everyone is treating Facebook and Instagram just like LinkedIn. I actually see people on LinkedIn treating it like Facebook. They're doing before and afters and, seasonal shakes and specials. You do not want to use LinkedIn for that. That is how they send you down that pipe and that drain and that sewer of low engagement, because they don't want you on that platform for that. So again, quickly just to go through 2 things that you can do on Facebook to start generating more leads: send 10 new friend requests a day, but deleting them by the end of the week so you don't get thrown in jail. Start unfriending some people that are, outside of your team at Isagenix, or, are not influencing you in a certain way. And, you don't want to fill up your news feed, but also your connections with people that are already in your opportunity. And start liking and commenting on your team's non-Isagenix information, but also new people, friends that you became friends with on Facebook that are not related to your network marketing opportunity. Start supporting their stuff, because it all works synergistically together. Instagram, start searching for widely used hashtags so you know what to actually use within your posts, and include a hashtag in your Instagram story so people can find it that way. And finally, on LinkedIn, me too, Jose, send new connections each day and use hashtags and content in your posts on LinkedIn to draw in more conversations. And again, if you guys have not done so yet, please like or love the video. Share this content either now or after with your team so they can learn this together. And I am happy to be of service to all of you. Happy to continue to bring new content each week. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday, and I'll talk to everybody soon. Much love and gratitude to you all. Take care, everybody.